Hello, lovers of extraordinary stories. Today I bring you one that is so amazing, so full of hope and courage, it seems like something out of a Hollywood movie. But no, it's a real story, one that happened deep within the earth, in a mine in Chile. Today I'm going to tell you the astonishing story of the 33 miners who survived 69 days trapped in a mine. It was August 5th, 2010, a day that started like any other for the miners of the San Jose mine in the Atacama Desert in Chile. But that day, the routine was broken in the most dramatic way possible. A collapse in the mine left 33 men trapped 700 meters underground. Imagine that, friends, being trapped in the darkness, not knowing if you'll ever see daylight again. The first 17 days were the hardest. With no communication with the outside world, the miners had no idea if anyone knew they were alive, if anyone was looking to rescue them. They survived on the provisions they had: cans of tuna, biscuits, powdered milk, and water. Each man was given a spoonful of tuna, a glass of milk, and a biscuit every 48 hours. Imagine the willpower needed to ration so little food, not knowing how long they would have to make it last. But these men didn't give up. They created a system to stay organized, to keep morale high. Luis Urzua, the foreman, took on the leadership role. He kept the men together, he gave them hope. And that hope was rewarded on day 17, when a drill pierced the refuge where they were trapped. The miners attached a note to the drill, a note that said, "We are well in the shelter, all 33 of us." Imagine the joy, the excitement they must have felt knowing they were not alone, that the world knew they were alive. From that moment, the miners began to receive food, water, and medicine through a pipe 10 centimeters in diameter. But there was still a long way to go. The rescue would not be easy. A plan was needed, and time was needed. Meanwhile, on the surface, the whole world was watching the fate of the 33. The miners' families camped near the mine in a place that came to be known as Camp Hope. And hope is what they never lost, despite the difficulties. The rescue was a monumental effort. 3 different plans were used to try to reach the miners. Plan A used a Strata 950 drill, Plan B a Schramm T130, and Plan C a Rig 421. It was Plan B that finally succeeded. On October 9th, 65 days after the collapse, Plan B's drill reached the miners' refuge. Imagine the thrill of that moment, friends. But there was still one challenge left: getting the miners out of there. The rescue operation, called San Lorenzo, was a joint effort of the government, several companies, and more than 800 people, including volunteers and collaborators. The goal was to dig a hole wide enough to send a rescue capsule down to the refuge. During this time, the miners were fed and monitored, and they were allowed to communicate with their families. Imagine the joy of being able to speak with their loved ones after such a long time. After 33 days of drilling interrupted only by machinery problems, one of the 3 plans, Plan B, with the Schramm T130 machine, managed to break bottom at 623 meters deep. And then, the extraction of the miners began. At 0 o'clock hours on Wednesday, October 13th, and 10 minutes later, the first miner was brought to the surface. One by one, the miners were hoisted to the surface in a rescue capsule at a rate of about 1 per hour. Imagine the excitement of each of those moments, the joy of each reunion. But what has happened to them since then? The search and rescue process brought fame to the 33. A book was written, and a movie was filmed about their story. However, 31 of the 33 miners filed a civil suit against the Chilean government for moral damage. In June 2021, the Court of Appeals in Santiago ordered compensation to be paid to the 33 miners and their families as they were trapped due to the negligence of public agencies. This story is a testament to human resilience, hope, and courage. It's a story of men who refused to give up, who fought to survive under the most extreme conditions. It's a story of a country that united to rescue its fellow countrymen, and of a world that watched and hoped with them. And now, friends, I would like to hear what you think. How do you think these men felt during those 69 days? How do you think their families felt? And what do you think of the government's and society's response? Leave your comments. I'd love to read your opinions. If you like this video, please give it a like. And if you want to continue hearing incredible stories like this, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to activate the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of new videos. Until next time, friends.